I tell you what, morning times here are just amazing. What a beautiful morning. Just have a feeling it's gonna be a wonderful day, y'all. A wonderful, wonderful day. It stormed really hard yesterday evening. Just them boats rolling in. There's another one. Another one. Another one. As I come around, there's just gonna be more. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. I told you, now just keep appearing off the horizon there. They're all rolling back in. The guys have been busy mixing cement, pouring this room this morning. Let me show you here. We're working on getting this room poured in right now. And we were going to be out of stone today, so thank goodness for this. So you see here, we were out of stone, nothing left. So I told them, man, we've got to find some stone fast. And they've been telling me too, we're going to run out, we're going to run out. So I told Melinda, get a hold of your cousin Jimmy here that always hooks us up, because he lives right out there near them and he knows those guys. So she did. No, Jimmy always comes through for me. Ain't that right? Always. So shy. He's so shy. He's a good guy. So man, they're already here first thing this morning bringing these trucks in. I told that guy, just turn around that truck and back it up here this other direction. And they're supposed to be bringing 4 truckloads this morning. We're going to need it. They had to move a bunch of stuff here this morning. Make way, because the last time we had stone delivered, it was just 2 trucks. And it took a pretty big area. So 4 trucks a day, they need to clear all the space out that they can right here. I tell you what, it helps to do repeat business with people, build a relationship. This quarry is running out of stone, and this stone was actually already being spoke for. But because I've been a repeat customer of these guys again and again, Jimmy talked to the owner and they decided to go ahead and hook me up. And man, that's where it really pays off to build a relationship with people and stick by it, you know. Man, that gate, that was like your mouth when you eat a hamburger. Next truck already here. Hey, watch it. Whoa. He's going to have to get over. Yeah, save the tree. Save the tree. Perfect. Perfect one. Beautiful. 2 down. 2 to go. This whole second floor still need to be poured, some additional columns. then the columns and walls going up, and then a roof deck on top of that. Yeah, we're probably gonna need every bit of this stone. They mixed the cement here too wet again. If I'm not watching, they mix it too wet. Have to stand over them like a security guard because they mixed it too wet. It makes it easy to pour, but it makes crapcrete. So who's the one that put so much water in it again? Huh? Who's the one measuring the water? Yeah, who's putting all that too big in it? Too much, too big. Who's the water measurer here? Huh? Who's the guilty one? I'm doing an investigation. MBI right here. MBI. It's not him this time? Not guilty? Huh? Oh, so this is the guilty one right here, huh? Man, he's the one that likes the concrete soup, the cement soup. Before, stole more water. Yep, I got my eye on you, watching you. Now I gotta watch this one. Yep, Mr. Cement Soup. Thank goodness that's just a little small room with no load on the floor or nothing. It's just the flooring. Thank goodness. The Bagger Boys.
Bagger Boys.
Oh. Great googly moogly. So about to pour one of the columns right here. It's gonna support this front porch coming out up here above. There'll be a column over there and the steps will tie into it. So we have these rings, the same rings we use to make these round columns right here on this. I've kept these rings for a while. They made a couple new ones. You just make that round ring, tie it like this right here, put a flat sheet of metal curled up in it. When you pour it, it just pushes itself out, makes a nice round column. Let it cure for a while and you can peel that off of there. Transfer it over, do your next one. So the things I told them today, said before you pour that, I want to come inspect that it's level and that it's the steel centered up in the middle of the concrete, not off. Melinda wanted me to go with her to, or take her to Gasino and Oton to a little mall there, and she needed to pick some stuff up. It's like a mini mall. And I told her I can't leave because they're doing this pour, but she don't understand. Said, I want to make sure that's done right. This is the very front of the house. Well, sure enough, I heard cement being mixed out back. Knew they were about to pour this. They had no supports on it whatsoever. Now, just know I'm not beating these guys up. I'm not. This is all part of a learning process sometimes. I'm the builder here, and I got some bassoons, but some of these are just helpers, you know. And so sure enough, I went out here. They had no supports on it to hold it level. It was not set absolutely level. I knew that it would go to leaning. I've already seen this with some guys I hired in the past. So I got my go-to guy, Joel here, stopped him off his work. And I said, I want you around here and supervise that this thing is level. And so So he got over here and took over, and we started checking it all out and getting it centered up. So they're finally around starting on it now. That delayed them about 35 minutes between getting supports, and Joel explained to them also to make sure that steel's in the middle, not, and I mean in the middle of the cement where it's got clear cover all the way around it. Not when they pull off the form material that the steel's sticking out one side of the concrete. You know, it happens here. It happens here often. I go to buildings and structures and visiting places and walking in places, and I'm always looking at their construction, and I see it all. I see it all. Not trying to be insulting. That's their business, what they did on their spots, but not on my spot. So I think we got it level now, and I told them go get them a long punch rod, like a piece of steel. They can work that stuff down. This mixer trying to pour is a little bit too thick. They're just trying to mind me on me telling them not to make it so wet. This one actually needs just a little bit more water to it to get it worked down in this column and then still well. So I'm gonna go ahead and add just a little bit of too big. Too big is water. Aqua. Add a little bit of too big. Putting him some walk planks on here. He can probably walk that, but if my fat ass got on there, it'd be over with in 2 seconds. This'd be a comedy show and a crisis. Sometimes I have to draw little diagrams for them. You know, a little bit of lack of communication and language between me and them sometimes. So I'll just grab a piece of paper like this piece of cardboard that was laying on the ground. I'll draw them a little rough diagram. They know exactly what I mean once I draw it, and they know exactly where it's going. So I told them they can't fill that steel up all the way to the top, that flat sheet. It's got to stop at the same level as where you see that concrete back behind them stop, because that is where that arched beam right there will begin, at the same level. So just sometimes just a little diagram going on with a few words they do understand, and Joel kind of translating too. We make it all happen. We make it work out. I know you viewers are gonna say, man, you need to buy a vibrator. All that stuff, concrete vibrator. Man, I tell you what, I'm really loving building this with just minimum tools, 85–90% by hand. Just very limited power tools. I like it like this. I absolutely do. Man, we have built a lot already doing it this way. Of course, there's a tool out there for everything. And when this job is done, that's a whole bunch of tools sitting here going to waste. Joel, when you get that up about half full, check the level again, okay? To make sure that it hadn't walked off of one side or the other. Because you can still move it then, but if it gets completely full, it's hard to move. These are some of those little rings we make right here. It's being your little loop. I think this is some 9mm. Is the size of it. Just make your little loop, work your circle, make them all the same, and there you go.